Greetings, students, and welcome to Auditing number 1. We will be conducting an 8-week course in auditing principles and practices that is designed to help you pass the CPA exam. The exam itself includes 4 parts, of which auditing is only one. Since the subject of audits relies on generally accepted accounting procedures, we assume that you have had both introductory financial accounting and intermediate accounting before taking this course. Please read the syllabus carefully. You will see that your grade is based solely on 8 multiple choice exams worth a total of 1,100 points. Each week begins with class on Friday evening and ends the following Thursday at midnight. You are expected to take the exam at some time before the end of the week. Recognize this is a timed exam, so you want to make sure that you have everything set up and ready to go, and that you will be free of interruptions while you're taking it. You only get one shot at the exam, and after that, we will discuss the test items the following week and explain each of the correct and incorrect choices and why they are such. You will have a textbook as listed in the syllabus. And in fact, I have it here next to me, so I'll hold it up. Okay, Accounting, Auditing 1 and 2. And we will also be presenting the Part 2 in the successive 8-week session following this one. Unlike this one, though, it'll be on Tuesday night rather than Friday night, just for those who are considering passing both. Unlike most college textbooks, this one has no outlines, vocabulary list, or examples that clarify the subject matter. This is strictly a book for test preparation, and it contains a huge amount of information in some relatively short chapters. My job is to help you unpack the ideas and information contained in your book. I'll warn you, it is extremely dry and will require multiple readings to understand fully. To help with this, I strongly suggest you purchase an ebook called Auditing for Dummies. It is available from Amazon and other vendors for $13. I've downloaded a copy of it on my tablet, and I will have it with me, and will refer to it from time to time to help you to understand exactly what is meant in the textbook, which is sometimes a little difficult to follow. This book is easy to read and only moderately difficult to understand. I will be using it to explain some of the material presented to you in much denser form in the text as we indicated. The work of an auditor is very different from that of other business professionals. Just passing the exam, by the way, does not make you an auditor. You must also have some years of work experience under the supervision of a team of auditors to become proficient. However, if you pass the exam, you should have no trouble getting an entry-level job at a very good salary. This is a field that has high demand, and often a firm will hire you even before you pass the CPA exam, as long as you've completed your classwork. We start our study with the first 2 chapters, which cover types of attestations and 2, understanding the audit. These are covered in your text on pages 1 to 14. I expect you to read this material front to back at least 3 times. I'll be transparent here with you. I've read it 6 times myself, and I will continue to read it over and over again to make sure that I am clear, because there is a lot of material in a fairly short space. It doesn't take long to read it, but it does require some repetition to grasp the entirety of it. I will attempt to outline the material in my video lecture each week, and we will discuss the principles and practices in class by doing simulations, questions contained in the CPA exam. Those are available partly in your textbook, partly in a companion volume, which I will bring to class. I must tell you, I am not a CPA, nor have I done auditing work. However, I have worked with auditors professionally in business and in government service. As an elected official of the city of Pomona and the state of California, I have served many years on the boards of directors of multi-billion-dollar operations, government operations, that relied on the work of many auditors to provide a check on the accuracy of our methods and results in governing such agencies and corporations. The standards of accountability are very high in government service, and auditing is an integral part of this. So I've worked for many years with auditors. If you will give your studies your best efforts, I promise you that you will learn a very valuable set of business skills and ideas that will make you a valuable part of any business that hires you. In time, you will advance in experience and responsibility to become a leader in your chosen profession and someone that others will respect and admire. What follows now will be a brief outline of the first 2 chapters for your consideration. Chapter 1 covers types of attestation. An attestation, by the way, means a reassurance. That is, it's a statement saying that the information which is being examined has been checked and is reliable under the professional, according to the professional expertise of the auditor. This chapter is presented in 5 sections, lettered A through E, as following. A, the types of professional services provided by the CPA. B, attestation engagement defined and described. C, the 3 types of attestation, including the examination, the review, and a number of partial procedures that are included in the full examination but done only in part. D covers non-attestation services that are included within the heading of auditing services. And E, the sources of professional standards for accountants and auditors. You should be familiar with these from your intermediate accounting class, but we will go over a much more complete list than is generally presented even in those classes. Chapter 2, understanding the audit, what it is, how it's done, what it represents. This is covered as topics A through G, plus 2 pages of questions covering the first 2 chapters. This brings us up to page 14 in the text. A includes obtaining and evaluating evidence to produce the audit documents. B covers assertions about economic actions and events. C covers ascertaining the degree of correspondence between those assertions and established criteria or rules of practice. D covers communicating the results to interested parties. E covers generally accepted auditing standards and introduces the PCAOB, the Public Accounting Oversight Board, under the SOX Sarbanes-Oxley legislation of 2002. F covers inherent limitations of auditing and auditing practice, and G covers general standards that govern auditing work and refers again to the sources of those standards. The last 2 pages of this section contain 31 statements outlining rules for auditors. We will discuss the meaning of all of these in class. As you can see, this is a class that will rely on your regular attendance each week. I like to start on time and finish early enough to allow some time for one-on-one assistance for those who are having difficulties. Please take advantage of my time and experience as a professor of business studies for over 4 decades. This class is an opportunity to examine accounting and finance in greater depth than most graduate students ever undertake. You will be able to look back on your time in class with pride and confidence in your ability to contribute a great deal of value to any organization lucky enough to hire you after graduation. Welcome aboard. We're going to have a great time. I look forward to meeting each of you, and we'll meet in the library on the 10th floor of the building at IAU this Friday, and make sure that you check out my video check out the book and get yourself a copy of the online Auditing for Dummies. Also, I recommend Accounting for Dummies as a useful companion volume, though we will not refer to it very frequently in this class. Looking forward. Have a great day. Bye-bye.